Hello, friends, and welcome to the Freedom Table podcast. Here at the Freedom Table, you can expect to find biblical truth to help you on your weight loss journey. And you can have tips and tricks of nutrition and recipes along the way to continue to cement what you're going through. Now, whether you've struggled 100 times and you've failed and fallen, you've gotten back up, you've done the yo-yo diets, or you're just starting on your journey, I want you to know that you have a place here at the table of grace as we journey along and at the table of freedom. Now, I'm Renee Rashavai, if we're just meeting, and I lost 40 pounds in 2018, and the Lord helped change me dramatically and give me a new way of seeing my food, eating, and live a consistent, healthy lifestyle. And I want to help you on your weight loss journey as well. I really believe that this weight loss journey is not just physical. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual reality. It's something that you're walking through. And I'm sure it's very possible that you're experiencing it and it feels like a spiritual battle today. And if that's you, I'd love to hear in the comments what you're fighting with, what you're battling with. We post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so if you have anything throughout the week that you're struggling with, you're trying, you want to lose weight and you want to stay, you want this to be a weight loss, more than a weight loss journey, you want it to be a lifestyle, then we're here for you. We're going to be exploring a topic that I think is very commonly spoken about in the weight loss area and faith, and that is about our bodies being a temple of the Lord. Now, I don't know about you. I must confess, when I actually have heard this topic in the past, I kind of have rolled my eyes because it just felt like, oh, Renee, like I felt a little condemnation about it. Like, Renee, you're a temple, so you need to make sure you measure up, and you need to make sure you're doing the right things, and you're actually taking care of your body. Do the things. And maybe you've never heard it that way, but I always did. And I feel like the Lord has some beautiful things, though, to share with you on this topic that will really help elevate you on your weight loss journey. So here we are. 1 Corinthians 6:19 and 20. I actually am reading out of the Amplified Classic Version. It says, "Do you not know that your body is the temple, the very sanctuary of the Holy Spirit who lives within you, whom you have received as a gift from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price, purchased with a preciousness and paid for, made his own. So then, honor God and bring glory to him in your body." Now, I want to speak about this because I used to think of it as something like, okay, so God's living in you and you need to do your very best to clean yourself up, make yourself good, to put yourself in the right order, and to, make sure you're honoring God with like your actions and all of this stuff. And I never felt like I had the power to do those actions. So then I began to feel super unconscious about self-conscious about myself, and like, I can't do this. I'm just failing God because I'm not keeping my temple in line. I'm not going and, I'm not like one of those people that can go to the gym and just put out all the reps and, eat all the salads and do all the right things. Like, I must not be good or a good Christian because I'm not honoring him with my body. And I'm not treating my temple well. And everybody knows, I feel like, in the Christian world that you have to treat your temple well. But I want to let's just shift our perspective a little bit. Let's focus in on this second verse that I read in verse 20. Is you were bought with a price, purchased with a preciousness, and paid for, made his own. And then it says, so then honor God and bring glory to him in your body. But the thing that's, I don't know, I never really connected this, and we're not going to go into this because it's just a devotional style study. But the temple in the Old Testament was more than like just something, it was more than just a building. It was more than just a place that God lived. It was an extravagant place of worship. When Solomon built the temple, David had collected money to build this place for years. And it says that Israel actually brought more gifts to the temple than they needed. And it was covered in gold, like the most holy place was so elaborate and so beautiful. Like this temple was considered like a wonder of the world. Solomon, was this king that even the Queen of Sheba and kings and queens from all over the world would come to this place and they would be in awe of it. They looked at it and it's like, this is a golden, magnificent piece of artwork. And that beautiful aspect of like how the temple was made in the Old Testament, now they're pointing to you because the temple is now no longer, but it says that you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. So now instead of God dwelling in the Old Testament in the Holy of Holies, he's now coming, and it says that Christ is now in you, the hope of glory, and you are that temple. And that's actually when you think about it, and if you haven't done it, I encourage you, do your homework, go back into the Old Testament and read about the construction of the temple, or look on YouTube and see how it would have looked. But it was gorgeous and magnificent. And it's mind-blowing to think that Christ now comes and lives in you. And he's now declaring that you and your body is his temple. It's his place where he lives. It's this elaborate construction. And when he puts and does any kind of work in the Bible into these places, he puts all, right? David brought all the gold. And I just want to encourage you that your body is precious. And I love this translation because it says that you are the very sanctuary of him who lives within you, whom you have received as a gift from God. You're not your own. You were bought with a price, purchased with a preciousness and paid for, made his own. Just love that. You're more than what you think you are. You're more than your body, but your body is carrying something precious. You've been paid for. You've been cared and sought out. And he sees you as a carrier of him. Actually, the Holy of Holies was the place that people would go and they would meet with the living God. Not any people, just the priests. So friends, on your weight loss journey, it doesn't mean that you need to let's just beat your body and whip yourself into this strict, rigid rules. As a matter of fact, the rules will make it more difficult for you to carry this out. And we'll have future episodes on that later. But just to know, he's not asking you for rules. He's asking you for you. He's asking you to know you, to have time with him, to discover him and discover who you are in him and the price that he paid for you. He paid a high price and he sees you as valuable, and he wants that valuable, this temple for you to care for it immaculately, just like they did in the Old Testament with the temple, so that you can carry him well and you can go about your day without being fatigued and tired and, brain fogged and, muscles aching and joints being stiff and tender. He wants you to be able to live optimally so that you can shine. So I hope this encourages you. I hope it shifts your perspective a little bit up on the temple topic, because it's actually a really beautiful thing, and I see that now. We would love to take a quick break to tell you about this opportunity. You see, in 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight in what felt like a supernatural way. It felt like it was just melting off of me, and I ended up losing 40 pounds. And so I've put together a free ebook that I believe the Lord wants to give to you. It's got 5 truths to your effortless weight loss. And in that book, I share the one biblical truth that the Lord showed me that helped me really step out of striving and step into an ease of his grace, to walk in in freedom for my weight loss. And I believe he has the same for you. We also have it in an audiobook version because we know that many of you are busy. So I encourage you to click the link below in the comments or go to www.feastingin.eden.com to pick up your free ebook today. So we're back here for our nutrition tip for the day. And speaking of our temple and keeping it, like stewarding it well and treating it well, my recommendation and my nutrition tip for you is to choose clean food. Now, this is why, for me, we've actually created a course called New Creation Weight Loss, and it is packed with biblical insight, and it's packed with nutrition insight, and it's packed with recipes and cooking and how-tos and all of that stuff. But this is like the basic and simple thing that I'm teaching my clients because I want to make this weight loss thing simple. And I want to make it good and easy. So here it is. Just eat clean. This is what's going to help satisfy you, fill you up, give you the energy that you need, and is going to help you keep this as a sustainable thing. You're not cutting out anything that has been like you're not cutting out the good stuff. You're only cutting out the things that are not clean and are not made for your body to function. So this is the thing that's going to help you on your weight loss for sure, eating clean. And along those lines, I would love to encourage you to go ahead and find some really great organic chicken. This is a super easy recipe that you can do, is that you take that organic whole chicken and you can roast it up, but make sure you put a good bit of kosher salt inside of the chicken and then salt it all around. Pepper it. You can add like underneath the skin, separate the skin from the breast and stuff, and put the salt and spices in there, put some herbs. And I love to just throw a ton of aromatics. So all types of herbs like your thyme, rosemary, sage, whatever, like parsley, put it all in the cavity, and then lots of garlic as well. And make sure you add some olive oil. Make sure it's seasoned really well, and then put it in that oven at like 425 for about 45 minutes to an hour till golden brown or the liquid runs clear. That way you'll know it's done. You can also use a temperature. I don't, but that will be a good way as well to tell that it's done, but not overdone, right? So I hope that helps you. That's a super quick, easy way to have a dinner. And then you can always boil some potatoes on the side or roast them up. Like there's tons of things you can do with it, but it's a delicious, satisfying meal. So friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you do like it and you're getting value out of it, please hit subscribe, smash the like button, and then please share with me in the comments different recipes you're trying. What's helping you on your weight loss journey or what's hindering you? I'd love us to chat and I'd love to be engaged with you. I'll see you friends in the next episode.